All right, chat. We've talked about HIYA Toys and how they seemingly have been like throwing pot shots at Bandai, right? And we talked about like how I think there's a toy war happening. I think there's a toy war happening. Once again, I think I am justified in that opinion. So chat, real quick, we have to talk about this. You guys know that my favorite Heisei era Godzilla kaiju is Biollante. I love Biollante. I love Biollante so much that when we were working on that Godzilla AU on stream, the second monster I designed for that AU was Biollante. I love her. I think her movie is my favorite Heisei era movie. Her story is one of my favorites. I love the meaning. I love like the deeper meanings behind it. I love how Biollante's story is an allegory for how toxic and dangerous grief can become if not properly treated. I think Biollante is a fantastic addition to the Godzilla mythos. And I'll be real with you. There is a Godzilla figure that I've always wanted, but I kind of accepted that I was never going to get because the aftermarket on it was always obscene. And that was the SH Monster Arts Biollante. So color me surprised when out of nowhere, Bandai announces that they are reissuing their Biollante. And it has, what's it called? Movie accurate paint job. That was one of my biggest problems with the previous versions, because, chat, this is the third reissue of this Biollante. This is the third reissue of this Biollante. I've had a few issues with it, and it's the reason why I never bit the bullet on it. One, the paint jobs were never screen accurate. And two, I have heard from anyone that owns this thing, the tendrils fucking suck. Apparently, like, you cannot move the tendrils without them falling apart. This is a case of an articulated figure that you put in one pose and then you never touch it again. And at that point, you're better off just getting a fucking statue. So, but, like I said, every time I've tried to get one, it's sold out immediately, and the aftermarket price has been trash. Like, again, I'm pretty sure the numbers for them now are probably dropping with this announcement, but like, you could not get a Biollante for under $400. That's like how high in demand this is, because for a lot of people, this was the definitive, Biollante figure. Now, the official asking price for it is $300, which is more than the previous two releases. So chat, when I heard about this, I was sitting here like, I'm gonna fucking hate dropping $300 on this. But this is probably going to be my last chance at getting an articulated Biollante. Because in my mind, I was like, part of me wants to hope that HIYA was going to make one, but the odds of it happening anytime soon are next to none. The day after this was announced, HIYA Toys Biollante! The day after! So, before we go into... Alright, so, here's the thing.
She has risen.
HIYA fired across the bow. In a few minutes, Species, you're gonna find out this wasn't a fire across the bow. This was a fire straight at the side of the ship. This was fire at the damn hole because, one, let's talk about the size. This thing at its highest point is going to be about 8 inches tall. So this thing is about the height of, what's it called? This is about the height of Toho Ultimates. Like what's it called? Super 7 Ultimates Godzilla figure. Some people have said it's a hair too small. Like, it's off by like half an inch. It's off by like half an inch. However, I don't mind that because one, look at these vines. This thing's going to be a fucking shelf hog. And two, I think it's a cost thing. Similar to why they, undersized Shimo. I think it's a cost thing. So one, it's big. It is 8 inches tall. Two, whereas the SH Monster Arts only has the 4, mouthed tendrils. This one also has the 2 regular vines. You know, from the scene where she stabs Godzilla in the hand. And then on top of that, the vines are all bendy wire. So I won't have to worry about ball joints popping. So, now, one of the criticisms I've heard is people saying that the head looks wrong. And I'm gonna be real. I literally was just re-watching clips of Godzilla vs. Biollante. It's more movie accurate. I think what is happening right now is a Mandela effect. We have been so used to this Biollante figure that this looks weird. Because this sculpt ain't accurate. This sculpt is not accurate. The head is too small, the snout is too broad. Like, this is not an accurate sculpt. Oh, I will show you in a moment, Probate, because that is funny. Now, chat. Yeah, she has a more... Yeah, like, let me put it this way. SH Monster Arts' Biollante has an alligator head. HIYA's has a crocodile. And the crocodile is more accurate to the movie. And the crocodile head is more accurate to the movie. Now, chat. I told you the price of this one. This is $300. I want you... Now, as someone mentioned, this is roughly the same size. Even though it doesn't have as many points of articulation, it will be as articulated as the SH Monster Arts. What do you think this figure costs? All right, so we got 200, 600, 400, close to 200, 170 to 200, 172, 250, 235. All right, chat. Before tariffs, this is $150. If it wasn't for tariffs, this would cost you half the price of the Monster Arts. With tariffs, it's $180. This is 40% cheaper than the Monster Arts, and HIYA announced it the day after. Okay. So, like, chat, when they announced Kaiser Ghidorah, we were like, this feels like them eating, Bandai's lunch. But, however, Bandai still has not formally announced their Kaiser Ghidorah. We know what's happening, but it's not been formally announced. This got announced the day after, and here's the other thing. They're supposedly coming out the same year. They're supposedly coming out the same year. I haven't seen this blatant of a toy war since NECA had the Godzilla license. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this, make no mistake, this is a two cakes situation. These both look good. This is, like, I'll be real, chat. You probably won't be upset with either. You probably wouldn't be upset with either. However, Chat, I'm gonna bring up what Probe mentioned earlier. This is literally the Godzilla page on Big Bad Toy Store right now. This is a war. Like, for us, it's two cakes. For HIYA and Bandai, this is now war. And also, yes, the plushie is adorable. Yeah, Big Bad Toy Store knows what this is. This is on the Godzilla. This is on Big Bad Toy Store's Godzilla page. When you go to their Godzilla section, this is the first thing you see. So, like, again, for the consumer, it's two cakes. You will win regardless. You will win regardless. However, from a business standpoint, yeah, no, HIYA has basically said, we have so many prototypes at the ready. We've been working on so many things behind the scenes that there is a good chance that when Bandai announces something, we now have something to respond to. This is insane. I haven't seen something like this since NECA. I haven't seen stuff like this since NECA. This is insane, and I can only assume Bandai's mad. This does affect their bottom dollar. This does affect their bottom dollar because, chat, once again, I will say this. Thank you guys for the 24 gifted subs today. I do appreciate if we hit that 30, it's also greatly appreciated. However, let's be real. The economy ain't that great right now. I can see tons of people who want this, but are terrified of dropping that $300, and then this is on their laps. It's just as big, it's just as articulated, and it is 40 to 50% the price
First
of this
Kaiser
one.
now biollante, I'm sending a pattern.
I'll be real, Indo, this is worse. This is worse. This is a declaration of business war. HIYA has officially announced we are Bandai's direct competition. We are now the direct competition to Bandai. Like, I saw someone joke the wait for the HIYA version strategy is officially beginning. It has officially begun. It has officially it is winning. It's winning. A bunch of people, like, what's it called? Like, when Bandai had announced their reissue of Destroya, a bunch of us said, wait for the HIYA. What happened? HIYA announced the Destroya. A bunch of people, like, when they were, like, teasing Kaiser Ghidorah, a bunch of us said, wait for HIYA. What happened? HIYA announced it. Now this happened. We didn't even have time to say wait for the HIYA. We didn't even have time to say wait for the HIYA. They just kicked the door in. So, yeah, no, I am fascinated. I am fascinated.
The stakes are getting higher.
They are getting higher. I'll be real. I'm fascinated as to what is going on in the business room meetings at Bandai Namco and HIYA right now. Because I feel like Bandai's gotta be pissed. This is absolutely eating into their bottom line. This is absolutely eating into their bottom line. So I gotta know. I would love to be a fly on the wall in like the Bandai Namco boardroom right now, because this is so funny. Bandai's gonna run to Toho. At this point, I think Toho doesn't give a shit. Oh, also true, Probate. Reminder chat, lately, because they started doing this when they announced their Final Wars Godzilla, they've been telling people how much this is gonna cost in yen. So there is currently speculation that HIYA is also going to get a foothold in Japan. Like, yeah, no, that's a thing. So, like, Bandai's probably pissed, but for Toho, this is also a two-cake situation. For Toho, this is also a two-cake situation. Toho doesn't care. They're making money. So I'll be real, I am fascinated in this. Now, granted, they said that, so this one is, so the HIYA is slated to come out, I believe, so they're saying October 2027. Knowing HIYA and knowing the fact that, again, there are currently over 15 Godzilla-related products that haven't come out yet that they have already announced, if I were to make a bet, this ain't coming out until like early 2028. This is probably not going to come out until early 2028. You are correct, M. Night. HIYA's Behemoth and Godzilla vs. Kong 2.0 just came out. So it's not like they're not releasing things. But because they have such a huge fucking roster, like, let me just write this down. HIYA Godzilla. Okay, so this still hasn't come out yet. This 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 has come out yet. Big Bad Toy Store is just dragging their fucking feet on releasing it. This hasn't come out yet. This hasn't come out yet. This hasn't come out yet. This hasn't. 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 We have a ton of product that hasn't arrived yet. We have a ton of Godzilla product that hasn't been released yet. So we got time. So like, don't be like, oh man, I'm gonna be waiting forever for like certain items to come out. Like, no, like we've been getting at least one Godzilla related figure from HIYA like every month to every month and a half. So, like, you are going to be getting shit, but with how much they currently have out as solicitations, I don't think this is going to make the 2027 release mark. I think this is going to be January, February of 2028. If I were a betting man. Yeah, they are coming out, but they are backed the fuck up, and it doesn't help that, like, all of the trade routes have been fucked over by tariffs, and I know it's a joke, like, some people, like, make memes about, but, like, because of, like, the tariff stuff, slowdowns of shipments and stuff like that, and also, you know, everything happening in the Middle East, everything's at a crawl right now for, freight shipping. So, I'll be real, if you want to get this, I put in a pre-order on Big Bad just so I can lock it in. I'ma be real, chat, like, just import it from like INS Hobby or Cowkiss. Like, they'll get it when China gets it. All right, but yeah, no. Chat, if you're asking me which one am I getting, I'm getting the HIYA. I'm getting the HIYA. Funny, like, I like the paint job of. So I will say this: I do like the paint job on this biollante more than the paint job of the HIYA. However, it looks more screen accurate. It's not using the shitty ball joints. It's using bendy wire. I'm getting the HIYA. I'm getting the HIYA.